What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Arachne jungle. Before we dive into the video, if you'll allow me just 30 seconds to plug the channel. Seanyb Gaming is I love Smite, I enjoy sharing my knowledge of Smite, and Smite has a pretty high learning curve, so that's where I come in. I come in to help you learn Smite as fast as possible because boys, there's a lot to it. So, taking a look at this game, as you can see, we put a point into our web and we left to spawn really quickly, so that way we could throw a web onto our speed camp. And next we're going to block off this side harpy, to where if the enemy jungler on their first rotation wants to contest this mid harpy, you're going to have to walk through a spiderweb trap. Okay. So Arachne's 3 allows her to shoot this web, and if anyone walks into it, some spiders will spawn. So right now I'm going to back to get all my mana restored. And Arachne can have 3 of these webs up at a time. If an enemy god walks into this web, they're going to be slowed and they're going to have a web attached to them. Anywhere that they walk, if they leap, is going to leave a web on the ground. And if Arachne walks on this web, she has increased movement speed. So in theory, you want to shoot an enemy with the web. It's going to give you increased movement speed, reduce their movement speed, and then you can run up and engage. Arachne's 1 acts as like a buff to her next basic attack. It provides a poison that poisons the enemy god, and it also heals Arachne. As you can see on this blue camp, we are using the web and then we are getting the minions to focus us. If the minions were to focus her spiders, they could kill a spider. If they kill a spider, that's going to reduce your damage output. Going into the build a little bit, we just got Assassin's Blessing and we're going to be going Stonecutting Sword first. Let's see, this is something we might be able to do. We tag the Circuit. Got the stun off, the spiders are still doing work. Unfortunately, we are unable to get it, but that is going to allow us to have high pressure and to potentially go and invade the enemy team's red buff. So I'm hanging out, just kind of seeing what Baba Yaga wants to do.
I'm going for jungle buff.
I figure she has her dashes, so it's best if we just hit red buff.
Okay.
And then we're gonna back up.
Retreat.
Looks like Baba Yaga's gonna be able to get out, so I'm going to get out with her. Oh, she's getting pinched, so we're gonna turn around, see if there's anything we can do. Just by showing face, we are able to deter the enemy from chasing Baba Yaga. Then we're going to make our way over to our red, and as we notice, the speed has just respawned. Usually I like to do 2 rotations on my first outing into the jungle, but right now I have too low of health, so I'm just going to go ahead and back. Going to pick up the next tier of the sword. So Stonecutting is good on Arachne for a couple of reasons. It gives movement speed, power, and its passive is that as you land a basic attack, you steal 10 physical power from the enemy. You steal 10 physical protections from the enemy. So as you attack, you can get up to 30 physical protections while reducing their physical protections by 30. It makes it to where if they're physical, you can just kind of trade face with them.
I'm going for jungle buff.
I don't know how well Stonecutting Sword scales into the late game, and I've just kind of been buying it on Arachne for so long that it makes sense to buy it for Arachne.
No problem.
And it seems to work out, seems to give me a little bit of an early spike in this game, but it does not seem to scale very well for the late game. So Baba Yaga's pushed up. She's pretty low on mana. Let's see if we can do anything here. We pop our 2, which acts as a webbing agent. As we land 3, if we land 3 consecutive basic attacks on the same enemy god, we will web them and stun them. Invading red again, since we have the timer and the pressure. Gonna kind of just investigate. Bad investigation, so I'm gonna ult out.
What are you even doing?
I get Baba Yaga to eat that Neath ult for me. And then I'm gonna move back and secure our red buff. Kind of hurting for health and mana, so I'm definitely gonna need to back again before starting again at the speed buff. We're going to hit this back camp just to try to get as much gold as possible. Hopefully enough for Stonecutting. Looks like we just got enough. We're gonna go ahead and finish the camp and then back. And then we're gonna be going speed, harpies, blue, and then back to mid lane. We got Stonecutting. So, because it was triple worshippers this weekend, I played Arachne this weekend. I was able to pop a double worshippers, get 6 times the worshippers, and I was able to get Arachne from like 900 something to 1,000 just in this game. So I was able to diamond Arachne. I'm pretty sure this is the gameplay where I did. We're going to show face left lane, see if there's anything we can do to this Osiris. He does have his full ethereal form right now, so he takes reduced damage. Probably not the best time to try to engage him. Sir Ket comes, blows me up. I'm going to ult out, try to find a little bit of pressure. I might be dead here, so I use my ult to create space.
That's too bad.
He pushes up too far. That was a waste of a blink. He was right under his tower line. He took 4 steps back and was under his tower. Should have waited a decent amount longer. And now I'm pretty weak in terms of health and mana, so I almost need to back right away. So that was not a very effective rotation. We're just beelining it straight for damage.
You are trolling.
Now we're gonna check harpies. We are a little under level for where we want to be in the game. It's because we've been going for kills instead of for farm.
Your left tower is under attack.
Enemies destroyed the gold fury, so there's a decent amount of pressure on right lane. Able to get an easy pick on me, caught her backing. She's probably in the store. Osiris is proccing waves in between our tier 1 and tier 2 tower right now. So there's high pressure left, high pressure right.
Be right back.
Mid seems to be doing okay though.
My claws can
That's the one good thing. So we are going to back and start our rotation, going speed harpy blue. We're probably going to try to tangle with this Osiris again, even though we are down 3 levels. So we really need to catch up on farm here.
Enemy missing right. I'm going for Jungle Buff.
Get the stun, stick on him. This is where Stonecutter is coming in handy. Able to to get the kill.
Why am I so good?
We did use the ultimate, so we are a little bit more vulnerable than if we had our ultimate. They have the blue, so we're going to make a rotation, see what we can do in mid and the right side of the jungle. Baba Yaga's a little far pushed up, so we're going to try to stick to her. We got the
You're
stun.
mine now.
We're just going to back it up, go for red. Looks like there's a team fight going on right. I start to make a rotation. This Ymir goes down, so there's no point in trying to do a 1v3. I'm gonna make my way back to red, secure this XP. So I max out Arachne's spiders first. They provide a decent amount of damage, and it kind of forces the enemy to respawn. If they only have 1 point into the ability, the spiders are a little bit squishier and don't do as much damage. Got myself in a bit of trouble here. Got plucked and then stunned. Going to skedaddle my way out. So the leveling order is to do the webs first. That way you can blinked and then ulted out. So that way they have a little bit more pressure. It forces the enemy to respond to them. If they would just have 1 point, they'd be really squishy, and you can usually kill them with just an ability. After that, you're going to want to level your 1. This will act as a great way to determine how much damage you can do.
Can you just AFK
You
under
throw
the
your
tower?
web, you go, you hit him with the basic attack, and then you should have a pretty good feel for how your build is converting into damage. We hit speed, we're going to hit harpies, and then probably make an appearance left. So right now we do have all of the kills on the team. Everyone else is getting a little bullied. So right there, the web, even though he leaped away, the web path is still there. So we're able to just zoom on up there and get the assist. Katie says sorry. I say no problem. Even though it really is a problem, that was my kill. But regardless, Hades is going to now hopefully get a lead over Osiris. Put another point into our 1, make our way mid lane. I feel like we're spending a little too much time in mid lane and left lane. We really need to try to make an appearance into right lane. So that's both dashes. There's no point in chasing. We're going to place a ward down. Baba Yaga's hanging out in tower. Unfortunately, we walked right into it 1. We're going to check their red. We're going to steal their red. And then we're going to avoid the circuit in jungle. He's backflipped at a very good time. I'm in a bit of trouble, so I'm going to ult out. Dash around, but I'm still going to kind of hang out in case there's anything I can do to help my team. Try to lifesteal off of this harpy. Took a decent amount of poke. Probably just going to try to disengage, secure some of the camps that I can. I did just completely leave my team there.
You are trolling.
So, definitely could have tried to help my team a little more.
Enemy missing middle. Be careful.
Get plucked. Throw the 3, get a little bit of movement speed. Hopefully that is enough. Very nice, and we're able to get out. So we bought attack speed boots, and next we're going to be trying to buy Hasten Katana. The attack speed boots are going to allow us to get secure R2 a little bit faster and allow us to stick to the enemy whenever we are using our basic attacks. Hasten Katana is going to give us remove the basic attack movement speed penalty that is applied whenever you use your basic attacks. So once we get Hasten, we're going to be able to stick to them like glue, and the Nanja Tabi allows us to get more basic attacks off. So we're going to make a rotation over, see if we can get this Osiris. Expected his ult, saved the web for it. His thorns isn't going to make a difference. Able to secure the kill. That time Hades just hung back in lane and completely let me get it on my own. Appreciate that. We're gonna invade their blue. Looks like there is a fight in mid and a fight on right lane. We're gonna start heading over. We're creeping up on the back end of Circuit. I was waiting for my 3 and she was waiting for her blank. Just did not go how we wanted it. So I ult.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, that Baba Yaga gets away. How unfortunate. And then she's able to secure the kill on me. That's a rough one. So right there, I should have stayed not in my ult, kept trying to get the basic attack, and if the Neath ult came, eat it, and then ult out. I ulted to try to survive the Neath ult, and it just put me in a bad spot.
Your right tower is under attack.
No, Harpy's not going to make a rotation left because Hades already got the blue buff. We're going to check our red buff. They invaded it. So we're going to go ahead and stick to the Sobek. He probably melts him just as effectively as anyone on our team.
Enemy missing.
We've got 3 pushing mid. We've got 3 almost rotating over. Hades is still dancing with Osiris in the solo. Oyi is in lead, looks like by himself. Looks like Neath is not there. We're going to 3 Baba Yaga. That's her dash, so we should be able to do good damage here. She beats the altar. We do have Hasten. We are able to secure the kill. Looks like Sobek's kind of weak in the right lane. Neath is in mid, so it's just Sobek over here. He goes into jungle, his dash is down, there should be an easy secure. Easy peasy. So, they should push right tower. Here comes Circuit on cooldown, so I'm waiting to dance. I'm gonna go ahead and secure their red. My speed is up. Let's see if there's anything else I can do before I back. So Cat does some damage, Neath does some damage, and I get blown up. Okay, so definitely should have just gone back. I did have a ward I could have placed to try to cover me. That way I knew when the enemies were coming out of jungle, but I should have just gone for speed. As soon as I saw it was up, that would have been the smart thing and efficient thing to do in terms of farming.
Your left tower. Be careful, right.
Speed Harvey Blue. So we got Rage as our 5th item, and we want to get this online as soon as possible, so that way we have a relatively high crit chance. And whenever we go in to engage on these squishy characters, we're going to be able to crit them and hopefully take out all their health. Arachne's passive, I believe I forgot to mention this earlier, and I forgot to also talk about her ult, but her passive, she gets 1.5 damage scaling based on every 5% of the enemy's health missing. So nothing super crazy or spectacular, but it does help her secure the kills on some of the lower health enemies. Her ultimate, she is CC immune, is going to go up into the sky, travel along the ceiling while doing spider things, and then whenever she lands, she does damage and provides a slow, and big circle slow that slows the enemies down.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready.
So it looks like there's a fight going on in right lane. Baba Yaga is still just pushing mid. Our Baba Yaga is with us. Looks like they are making the rotation. He's in the house. We're able to get the kill. So that is her ultimate down.
Nice job.
Gonna make the way right lane.
Be right back.
Let's see if we can do anything from this backside. We miss our thing. We're just gonna ult out. We're taking too much damage. Going to try to save this Hades by going onto the circuit. I do not know how I killed Osiris right there. I guess he walked into my web that I missed.
Yes.
But that's a nice little double. We're gonna see if we can blink in. Terrible idea. We get blocked. I had beads too. I had a late reaction on my beads.
An enemy has been slain.
So right now I'm just skating away. I had the increased movement speed from my 3. I think that's what allowed me to escape.
Right back.
Carry me, team.
Ah,
Be right back.
So this game I am trying to
Right lane. Yes.
closely, it's not exactly the same, but closely represent what the hunters are doing in the SPL in terms of their build. They typically are going Devourer's Gauntlets, Attack Speed Boots, either Rage or the Executioner. I went ahead and did a Rage first just so I could start stacking it. And then they go into Wind Demon and then Deathbringer. So I thought it'd be interesting to try that on Arachne. You are essentially building her as a hunter, but she has the mobility of an assassin. She's got CC, so it's pretty effective. Nobody is in mid. Old Fury is down.
retreat left lane.
I feel like Baba Yaga versus Baba Yaga would be such a lame matchup.
Enemy missing right.
Sorry, that was a bit of a side note there. Hades is pushing left, there's 2 people. Ymir is pushing right. I don't think there's anybody over there. We're going to go ahead and try to secure these oracles.
Enemy missing left. Careful.
Hitting some mean crits. Baba Yaga just used her ability to get out. So we're going to dash over, not dash, but we're going to go over to fire and ward it.
I'll attack middle.
I feel like they might contest it, but it doesn't seem like this team is that objective oriented. So I'm just kind of curious as I fight into that. I don't know how much damage I can do to Baba Yaga while she's in the ult.
Hello.
That was very not smart. I should have disengaged as soon as I saw her ult. but having Baba Yaga be a new character, I didn't quite know. I haven't died from it 100 times yet, so I thought it would be a good idea to go in and just kind of see how much damage I could do to Baba Yaga while she's in her ultimate. And then while I was doing that, Sobek also came and ulted me, so it was a little bit of a hot mess, but try not to engage with Baba Yaga when she is ulting. Especially if she's focusing you. If she's focusing your teammate, you could close in.
Retreat!
An ally has been slain.
Hades v Osiris. I guess I forgot to edit this death out. I apologize for that. So we are working on Wind Demon as our next item. We're going to pick up 2 wards. Hopefully we place them.
On my way.
So the
Can you just
Hoi
AFK
and
under the
Ymir
tower?
are both level 16, so it looks like they had a pretty rough game. The lowest on their team is 18, and that is the Sobek and Serket. So we are a little behind in terms of level.
Towers under attack.
We are a little down in gold, and we are losing in kills. So they are on the Gold Fury. Let's see if there's anything we can do. Does not look like it.
Ultimate is ready.
Oh, we're gonna blink in. Yep, didn't get it. So now we're going to dash out with our ultimate. Hopefully Hoi can provide a little bit of cover.
Be
I
right
think we're gone.
Why am I so good at the game?
That's too bad.
My claws gain sharpness.
On my way.
Arachne's most bursty ability is her ultimate, but we don't want to ult into the Gold Fury, because once we land, we have no means of getting out. Able to get an easy pick onto that Serket. Just stunned her and melted her as soon as she came out of that Ymir freeze. Enemy team is on the tower, so we're going to see if we can clean anybody up in jungle. They're all grouped in the lane. Does not look like we're going to be able to do too much here.
Be careful.
Yeah, so that was not the smartest. We got Ymir here, else we'd be in trouble. We get plucked. Super unfortunate. We get ulted. It might be time to skedaddle.
Retreat right leg.
Very nice, and we made it out. So we went to Aussie since that build that I mentioned earlier that the SPL hunters are using uses Devourer's gauntlets, and they usually get that and start stacking that pretty early on. I did not want to get that with Arachne, so my health steal item to replace Devourer of Gauntlets is going to be Aussie. Aussie gives me attack speed, pen, a little bit of power, kind of all good stats, but nothing extreme, and it's the passive and the life steal that we really want. Able to get an easy pick onto this Neef. This Osiris is giving everyone a good dance. He's able to secure the kill.
Attack fire giant.
Gold Fury's down, so next you should probably consider looking over towards Fire Giant side, whether that be the Pyromancer or the actual Fire Giant. They only have 2 people, so we need to be moving over that way as a team. So as we get picked, we were starting to look for objectives. As the enemy team got picked, I don't think they went for any objectives other than the 1 Gold Fury. She blinks out. We might have been able to get her with the web if she didn't blink right there, and then we would have been able to close. But that gives us the spacing we need to go for Fire Giant. Doesn't look like they have anybody close enough to really contest, so we should be good to just secure this.
Retreat.
Gonna go ahead and secure the Pyromancer too.
Retreat.
Attack left lane.
Retreat!
Creeping around the backside, see if we can't catch anybody out of position.
Cancel that.
That was a very bad spider web.
You are trolling.
Ooh, knee backflipped right into us. We're able to just lock her down and secure the kill. Ult out. Kind of learned my lesson from last time.
Here we come!
That is a Manself Discord proc, so we are going to go ahead and back.
Be right back.
We might have been able to do something, but that Mantle
ally
proc
has been slain.
saved him.
Ah, yes.
We're gonna move our way up mid, see if we can't clean up any of these kills. We are down 2,000 in gold, down 3 kills. We as Arachne are doing okay. We are 12, 3, and 4. Participated in 16 of the 21 kills. I'm gonna creep
Can you
around
just
the
AFK
backside,
under the
see if I
tower?
can't catch anybody out. Oh no, there's 3 people. It's just too many people.
These guys are trash.
Double. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out. I can't get Baba Yaga.
They are getting bamboozled.
She's still chasing. This might be a little too aggressive. She's able to just throw a bomb down.
Bamboozled.
A little over aggressive on my part. I was out and I turned back in, which was a bit of a mistake because it ended up costing me my life. So we're gonna go ahead and hit speed, get that, and then see where we are needed.
Missing. Be careful.
Sobek is at our damage. He's probably the furthest up on the map, so we're gonna see if we can't catch him. Oyi's got a full wave of minions on the middle Phoenix, so we're able to secure that.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Nice job.
Oyi's making his way left. He's way too deep. He's gonna get picked right here.
What are you even doing?
Sorry.
Oh no. So we ulted in after using it to avoid some CC. So we are in a bit of trouble.
Can you just AFK?
3
under
people
the tower?
charging me. I don't have my ult and I'm pretty low. I really want to just try to engage with 1v1s. Maybe a 2v1.
Group up.
But 3v1s are kind of out of the picture for Arachne. You have 3 people and they're all using abilities on you, they're probably going to get you. You're really looking for those picks
An
in the
enemy
1v1
has been
situations
slain.
where you can just burst somebody down and then move on to the next target. I start rotating left. I see Hades is really far up in case he needs a way out.
Enemy
I want to kind of be there to provide some support.
Right lane.
He gets
Ally
melted.
has been slain.
I'm in a bit of trouble.
Sorry. Retreat.
Ooh, I might sneeze here.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry about that. Felt a sneeze coming on. Fought it off. Just like we're fighting off this enemy team. So we're going to secure the Pyromancer. We don't have any wards. We don't have any picks, so it's probably a pretty bad time to go for the big fire.
Enemy mission.
Going around the back way, see if we can't cut this Baba Yaga off. Serket is here.
Retreat.
Oh no, this is a death. got focused in on the wrong target. She ulted and the team just came up behind me.
Carry me, team.
That's kind of what happens when you go around the backside and you just don't know what you're gonna run into.
Well, you're throwing.
And then I got narrow-minded or narrow-focused and just looked at that Baba Yaga. Didn't think much of it. So that was a little unfortunate. We did tag her, but she was able to back successfully without her back being interrupted. So right now we have the team pushing middle Phoenix. We are able to secure that. I'm going to start cleaning up right just a little bit. That way nobody can just walk down our dual lane. Gonna go ahead and get gold because I'm pretty confident I can just melt it myself.
Can you just
They
AFK
do have
under the
vision,
tower?
but they are relatively far away. We're able to secure the Primal Fury. We're gonna make our way to damage. Our speed is
Why am
up.
I so good at the
They did
game?
just get a large amount of us dead, so we do need to be cautious of them rotating over to Fire Giant.
Retreat.
Well, what am I thinking here? I should be going back and going for the speed. Is it just the Neath? Can I get this Neath? Nope, she's gonna backflip.
Are you ready?
Terrible idea. So I'm going to ult out. I got ulted by Sir Cat. That is this purple bomb that is kind of following me around. So we're gonna back. We already sold our boots and we picked up Mantle of Discord. This is just because I feel like we have the utility and the damage to kill a majority of the enemies on our team. We might struggle against Sobek or Osiris, but we can really stick to them with like glue and just keep basic attacking, and we should be winning the basic attack trades.
An enemy
It's just
has
a matter.
been slain.
Oh, and Hoi steals the Fire Giant. What a legend. So Mantle's going to give us 10% cooldown, it's going to give us some protections, and whenever we drop below a certain health threshold, it's going to give us CC immunity and stun everyone around us. Pretty good for a god or goddess that gets up in everyone's face to be able to stun everyone and kind of get CC immunity to get out. I would not say that this is an optimal build for Arachne, but I was able to have a decent amount of success with it this game. Probably was a little too aggressive and positioned myself incorrectly a few times. But we have the movement speed, we're reducing their protections through the Executioner and through flat penetration. And then we've got some additional movement speed, and we got crit. So we kind of have a little bit of everything. Take a decent poke from Baba Yaga. Looks like they're doing a 2-2 defense. Pick on Neath would be huge. Very nice.
Cannot be compared. I'll be back.
Now Osiris is up. We're able to get this Phoenix. And we're going to start pushing into the Titan room. Or not. We're going to go for this Osiris.
Patience.
Oh, the melt pants.
Here comes the surrender.
Alright,
enemy
so
has been
that looks
slain.
like that's going to be game. They only have 2 people up. The Sobek's super weak. We're able to get him. Okay, well if you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned anything at all, be sure to give it a like, thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, I do upload 6 to 7 times a week, so be just sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.